All right, Boots decided to come out here with us too. All right, y'all, come on and tell me where we've gone wrong. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Commonwealth Cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Have a couple of awesome sales today, but I'm not looking forward to shipping them, even though we're gonna make a bunch of money on them. There are a few other topics that I just wanna talk about, including a garage sale strategy that really paid off this time. Doesn't always pay off, but it did this time. We're gonna head out to the shed today, the new shed, the Supply Hut. Hopefully I'm gonna get Blue Ridge Mama to come with us, maybe the kids. Ask them a couple of questions because I've got to make a couple of decisions going forward into the next stages of completing this shed. Getting super excited about that, but I've got some great sales to show you. Let's take a look. First item that's sold today is that Christmas tree right there, that ceramic Christmas tree. I don't even think I've posted this video yet. I want to say I paid $15 for that. Not entirely sure, but that video's got to come out. I'm excited about that one. I gotta find it. It's been probably a month or so since I bought that. Maybe a little longer. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me because it's been sitting there for a while. That is awesome. I remember my neighbor having one growing up. They're highly desirable, but certain ones are way better than others. That one sold for $150 plus shipping, but it is going to be a pain to ship. Thank you to Lori, a viewer who purchased it. We do appreciate it. I think maybe at the end of the video, I'll talk about how I'm gonna ship that thing. And it's going to be a little bit of a pain, but it's definitely going to be well worth the money. Plus, I might try a new experimental way, something I've never done before when I'm going to ship it and see if it works. I don't know if it's something I want to experiment with, but I don't know. I think it'll work. So here you go. Smoothest Silk Kessler trucker hat. Something tells me I'm going to be selling a lot of trucker hats in the new year if you catch the last Commonwealth Picker video. One sold for $11.40 plus shipping. Next item I picked up very recently. It is a Peanuts nativity scene. Pretty cool right there. Woodstock is Jesus, I guess. Any rate, that right there, I picked it up for $5 and it sold for $25 plus shipping very quickly, and it sold to a viewer. This one went to Julie. She says, I was hoping you would list this soon. I saw you pick it up and I immediately thought of my older brother. Christmas shopping early this year. I'm considering opening an eBay store as I have been helping clean out a house for a friend. I actually found some Flyp in-a-man Christmas ornaments and laughed a lot. Thanks for the entertainment. Well, you should sell them all to me. I think that's what you should do, Julie. Whatever, I mean, if you're not going to open an eBay store, you need to sell them to me. You know, we can do some fundraisers for them. So anyway, Julie, that is a really cool find. I'm wondering why they had those in-a-man Christmas ornaments. So let me know in the comments. Appreciate it. This is something that normally would be a sale that Turner would talk about, but we have a different one that Turner's going to talk about today. And I first saw Sarge on the listing and I thought, oh, we sold one of the Sarge Fillmore ones, which we didn't. That's one of my favorite little, I guess, side stories inside of cars. I think we could all maybe learn a lot from those two. Any rate, that one right there is the one that sold Sarge's Boot Camp, Sheriff and Doc Hudson. So pretty darn cool right there. $12.95 for that one plus shipping. And I love selling these, but I hate selling them because they're super cool. And I feel like this is the kind of item that actually probably will be worth more in 5 to 10 years than it is right now. I'm going to talk about a garage sale strategy that you've heard me talk about before. You've probably heard tons of people talk about it before. Most of you out there probably already do it. I don't know, maybe you don't. So this is something that we have tried to employ, and every once in a while it pays off. And a couple times it's paid off big. This time it paid off pretty good. My dad went to a yard sale. I didn't go that week. I can't remember where we were at, or I don't know if I was even here or not. And he picked up some video games. And then I saw the exact same yard sale the next week, and I'm like, I'm going to go back and see what else they got. And we did. And this is not a full box here. This is not a whole system. So some of you are looking at it like, oh my goodness. But in reality, what this is an empty box. And so what I did when I went back to that sale, I bought a few things, but they're like, yeah, we still have more coming out. You know, there's stuff up in the attic. And I gave them my phone number. And they sent me a text message, and they're like, hey, we have this NES box here. If you want it, come get it. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You're just gonna give it to me? And they're like, yeah, sure. And so, of course, I sent my dad to go get it. he was gracious enough to go grab it for us. So thank you, Pop. I appreciate that. But look at that. Just because I left a message, or excuse me, just because I left my phone number, they sent me a little message. And look, this thing, if I opened it up, I'll open it up for you. Now the box itself is worth probably 40 bucks or so, 50 bucks. But then if you have the styrofoam as well, that's going to bump it up $60, $70 maybe. I'm speculating here. I'm hoping I'm right. I'm right as of a year ago. We'll see if I'm right now. You can look it up as I'm doing this. Now, if you have the paperwork and stuff, it might bump it up another $10. So I'm pretty excited about this. I think it's at least $70 plus shipping for this one, but I'm kind of tempted to keep it and maybe use it as some decor. Maybe I'll price it super high and put it out there in the new building out there, which we're about ready to head out to. Let me go see if I can round up my family to go with me. All right, Boots decided to come out here with us too. All right, y'all, come on and tell me where we've gone wrong and what you think's pretty good so far. I've been falling over. There's not much light in here, y'all. Sorry. What do you think so far?
I love it because it's clean and neat right now. It's, when you decorate, what are you going to do to it?
You don't trust me. No. All right, check this out. How cool is this? I really love this. It's really cool.
Just the blue over
He put just a little light layer of blue over top of it.
Subtle, it almost looks gray.
And it's the same blue as in here, so it kind of accents it. He's going to put some panels up here. See these right here? That's going to go over those 2x4s, and it's going to be stained, and then it'll come here as well, and then go across here. It'll be finished here. It'll be finishing all around here and over here. Now, here's where I got to have you decide, ladies. You in turn don't have any taste, right? Except for in women.
Where was this going for the desk?
This is
the countertop. So he's building the counter, or the what do you call them? Cabinets here, right here, all the way around, and then on top we got to have. What do you think so far?
I mean, I like that just because that looks like countertop, but I don't like the gray because I think it's too much gray.
Okay. Because the floors are going to be gray
that.
too.
Right.
So you think something like that?
Yeah.
What color are you doing? Like.
We're painting this white. It's white already.
I know this, but whatever's here under the counter, is that open drawers, closed drawers?
No, it's going to be cabinets.
So are they going to be white?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, this isn't terrible then. I definitely think that's out.
Well, remember though, this is picture taking, so you don't want one thing to be so different than the other when you're taking a picture if it's seated.
I like that.
You like this?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. It's decided. What do you think?
I wish everything I got to pick was that
easy. It's looking good though. This is going to be the workbench over here, Reagan. This will be our desk. Back here in the corner. See how it stops right there?
Does he put something in that scene?
Yeah, he's gonna finish it. Okay. He's gonna put a little piece of white.
I trust him.
Yeah, I like this better than the other one.
Turner wanted to know what that is. That's the mini splits air conditioner. All right, y'all, come in here. So it's really dark in here. I apologize, but check this out, y'all. Can you see this? We had a viewer, Dan, send us this. Dan I met down there at Uncle Mark's garage sale, y'all. Super, super nice guy. So complimentary of
the only place I can get Cheerwine around here is Lookout.
See what this is? He gave y'all a gift there. Cheerwine chapstick. He is from Salisbury, North Carolina, which I think is where Cheerwine is from.
That's really neat.
Isn't that neat? And so we're going to hang it up somewhere in here.
I like the hat.
We'll stick it in the hat. Yeah, of course. And it is Dan Dorsett, Tar Heel _ picker. Follow him on Instagram. Dan, thank you so much. Stink bugs.
I hate them. Thank you, Dan. That's super cool.
And check this out here. This was an old gift sent to us by Art. I think it's Art.
Art.
I pulled it out of the upstairs of the other cabin. You think we should put
the Art I met?
No, different Art.
Okay.
Think we should put that on top of this cabin?
I think I should put it on top of the
weather vane? Chicken coop?
Chicken coop.
Very cool. And then back here, of course, this is the bed. It's not near finished, and all this needs to be built in here too, and you guys will all see it. But maybe Cheerwine goes back here, because we're putting the wheel from Brian Klaus, the Model A, is going to go back there. Yep. So, at any rate,
well, I think you should let me decide it all, because look how good this looks already. And the outside, black and white, guys. You're welcome.
There you go. That's right. Black and white outside was her decision. And look, here, let's expose this here. Here, come here real quick. So right here, this will be a little secret door. And then we're going to pull out a flat lay, which we haven't finished yet. And so the flat lay is going to be really light, so you can pull it out, and we're going to put it up against this wall, and then we, sure, of course.
Only if you're strong enough.
Are you as strong as Reagan?
Yeah.
And then it'll slide back in there. We were going to do a flat lay out here, and then it would take up so much space, so we decided we'd make it portable. It's not done yet. It's just a kind of a mock-up of what it's going to look like. So there you go, y'all. Thanks.
I like it.
Sold another one of the Zazzy herb drying racks. This might be the last one. And as I'm peeking in here, it looks like there's one more to go. This is, I've talked about it before here. Some growers, if you know what I mean, we're going out of business. And I got these for $1 a piece. 6 of them, I think. I thought there was 5, but I think there's 6. Sold for $15 a piece. Not a bad little profit for one listing. Easy shipper. All right, next item that sold is something I bought years ago. I mean, literally, at least probably 3 years ago. There we go. And it looks like there's 4 of these left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's right. It's a pin. See that? When I bought them, I originally thought they were magnets, but it's Mary Poppins Walt Disney Gold Collection Imagination for a Lifetime on video and DVD. So it's just a promotional pin that like employees would wear at, I don't know, wherever they're selling this stuff, Walmart maybe. And this right here I bought for next to nothing. I mean, I paid like $0.10 a piece. And originally we were selling them for like $8.95, and they just weren't selling. I put them at $7.95, and they started to sell a little bit. And now very sporadically they'll sell. So we're not making much money, but you know, even at that, we're making $4 or $5 maybe, $4 on something like that. Well, let's say $3.50 to be conservative. And there was tons of them, and we're down to 4, but haven't sold one in like maybe half a year. Bought them off of Honest Tim, actually. And this one looks like it went to a viewer, went to Michelle. Love watching your show. She says she is also a reseller, part-time-ish, and love the idea of trying to buy all my Christmas gifts on eBay from other resellers, which is something we've been talking about. And we're going to roll that out pretty quick. We want to do something from my family, you know, give you our Christmas list, and then let some people say, hey, I have one of those, and we'll do that, you know, on a few items at least, right? I'd rather buy it from somebody who's watching the show, and hopefully we're going to include and incorporate everybody in that. We're not going to do it just yet. I think I figured out a way to do it where you can share your lists, and then people can respond to your list and say, hey, I have that thing, and then give you the store without people kind of spamming the comments and just posting their stores, which is not what I want. I want it to kind of work in reverse, but wait a little while and we'll try to roll that out, and maybe we can at least give each other a few more sales as we enter the holiday season and get a little closer to Christmas. So this is for her son's 20-something's stocking. 20-something's son's stocking. Did I say that right? He collects Disney pins. Thanks for sharing your life and business with the rest of us. Thank you for being part of it. I appreciate it. I often get questions about pins and how to pack them because, you know, you don't want the back of it to be smashed. So I have experimented 2 different ways. If look, first of all, I was wrong about this. It sold for $7, so I'm only making a couple of bucks on this guy right here. So I would have no problem whatsoever shipping this out. I'd put bubble wrap around it, and then I would put it in a poly mailer like this, and it would have no problem whatsoever. It's probably not going to get damaged. But if you are a little concerned, you know, putting it in a SupplyHut. This is a SupplyHut box, 7x4x2. I love this box. Been talking about it for a long, long time. Super light. Unfortunately, it costs more than this. But, you know, if it's a $20 pin or something, pin back, then I could see definitely putting it in something like this. You see how thin that is when it folds down? See if I can get it right. See that right there? So it's 2 inches. And I've shipped some of those in there as well. But for cost effectiveness here, I think I'd put it in one of these. This is less than half as much as that box right there. I will say, though, sometimes buying the packaging material and stuff pays for itself if you can cut costs. You know, if you're using a bigger box because you don't have something like that, and it might jump up to the next 4-ounce level, then you've just taken all the costs that you've saved in scrounging around trying to get boxes, if you're hunting for boxes, and you've basically just given it back by paying a higher postage fee. Now, that's not to say that you should go out and spend a bunch of money on boxes, even though I'd love you to use my SupplyHut link. You should go out and do what's best for yourself. And some people are in situations where they can find tons of free boxes. And if that's the case, you know, why the heck would you go out and spend a ton of money on boxes? Although I will say, that being able to buy them and store them like this right here has been very effective and very efficient. And I think I make my money back and then some in the time I save, literally going in there and all the space I use to store the other size boxes. So I don't know, you tell me in the comments what you think. Tell me your scenario for shipping supplies. Some of you like to buy like I do because it's very quick and you can list more items that way. Some of you are in great situations, so I'll be jealous, but share your situation with us out there if you get a bunch of free material and how you get it. I get distracted easily. See, I said all of that over here because I wanted to thank Jane for buying plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table over on CommonwealthPicker.com. And we sold one of my favorite Vinylmations. I can't believe it took this long to sell. It's the Queen of Hearts, who is, of course, not the Queen of Hearts, but she is one of the most amazing Disney characters, in my opinion. Just terrific. So that Disney Vinylmation is headed out of here to a viewer. And Sherry, thank you. And she says that she wanted to support us, but she also wanted some Commonwealth Picker freebies, including the American Bubble Boy Bubble Bucks, which is worth $2.50. There's a code on the back here. You can scan that and you can get $2.50 off your next roll of bubble wrap, which I just put mine up there. So anyway, that's what you get. This is what she means by freebies here. The stuff we send you. Although you have to ask for the bubble bucks in the comment. And somebody else did here, and they bought a couple of Connect 4 replacement pieces of all things. These two are going out to Charlton. Let's see here. It says Grace and Mercy Co. Grace and Mercy Company. There you go. So very cool. And they said a lot of really nice things that I don't want to repeat about myself. And gave some tremendous reselling numbers, which is really awesome. You guys are crushing it out there. I appreciate it. They say that, oh, they wanted to thank me for the VCR packing video. That really saved them. It was a lifesaver. They said they sell a few every day. So that's right. Matter of fact, hang around a little bit longer and you'll see, I think I may have sold a VCR. I have a ton of VCRs that I haven't listed. I've been waiting for that shed to be done out there in the testing station and all that. So, at any rate, I live in Greenville, South Carolina, and would love to meet up with you guys sometime, which is really cool. You know what? Well, this is a little weird. I'm headed there right now. Literally, when this video is over, we're going to head on out of here. But by the time you see this, I will be back. Yeah, no, I'll probably be on my way back. Maybe I did meet you when we were down there. I don't know. I was down at Dante Prison of Prophets convention, and I'm sure it was a good time. I'm going to say we had a great time down there, even though I haven't got there yet. Pepper, you're driving me nuts. All right, thank you so much, and it's headed your way, and you also asked for the bubble bucks, so we're going to send it your way. All right, y'all, Turner has something that he wants to show us because it's sold. It's sold for $12.95 plus shipping, and it's sold to a viewer. It's sold to Chris, so I have to thank you in a second. All right, what the heck is that thing?
Disney Cars Plane.
Disney Pixar Cars Plane, that's right. Or not Cars, but it's Pixar Planes, which was not nearly as successful a franchise as Cars. But you used to watch it all the time.
Sometimes, yeah.
It was all right, wasn't it? It wasn't too bad. It wasn't quite as good as Cars, though. Huh? Do we even know that guy's name? It's not Dusty Cropopper, is it? No?
I have no idea who it is.
I don't either. Anyways, it's sold for $12.95 plus shipping. It is die cast, and it's got some wheels on the bottom, doesn't it? Yep. I like it. Very good. And you know what? When he was in here, he's always scrounging around for stuff, and he found an old glove I just bought off of Honest Tim that I haven't listed yet. And that's pretty cool. You want to go out and play catch with it? Do you want me to use it or you to use it?
I'm going to use it. You're
going to use the old glove? Very cool. Hey, I got to show you something that Ivan sent you. Come over here and take a look. Ivan sent you this book. It says 2011 book in review, or excuse me, in 2021 in review. You know whose logo that is?
Titans.
Yeah, look at that. He sent you a book all about last year's Tennessee Titans. What do you think about that?
That's awesome.
Pretty cool, huh? I like it. So would you say thank you to Chris and to Ivan?
Thank you, Chris and Ivan.
Appreciate it. As soon as I turned off the camera, Turner reminded me he didn't say his line. That's definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
And Chris says that is also going to be a Christmas gift for one of their little ones. So shout out to Ivan again, because guess what sold? An E.T. Elliott pendant jewelry, necklace kind of thing right there. And that one sold to a viewer, but this E.T. one did not sell to a viewer. See if I can find it. It's the one that literally says E.T. on it, which, there you go. Last one I choose, of course. And I think one sold for 6 plus shipping, one sells for 8 plus shipping, and one is headed out to a viewer. I think your name is Robert. He just wanted to say thanks for offering these older items. He often comes and buys them. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching the channel, and thanks for your kind words. If you pull this on your YouTube channel, can you mention my store? Absolutely. South End 51. South End 51. Very cool, Robert. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoy it. Sold a Fairway Wood head cover out of the Washington bin. All pure profit at this point. We have been for quite a while. It is the GX7, $8.50 plus shipping. And sold a battery. This is a Nintendo Game Boy replacement battery, generic. Got this from Rich the auctioneer down there in Appomattox. This one's going to Nathan. Hey, Kevin and family, would love some Bubble Bucks for sure. So we're going to send you some Bubble Bucks, $2.50 off your next American Bubble Boy order. Check the link below. That is really cool. He says you can never have enough replacement batteries for testing game systems and replacements and stuff. So very cool. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it, and it's headed your way. This one is going to a viewer as well. It might be the same viewer that, was it Terry? I think that's right. So Terry, thank you. And looking at those numbers, it looks like half of our sales were to viewers today. That is insane. Y'all just do way too much for us. We really appreciate it. This Petra shirt right here is what she picked up. Got a little fuzzball on it. See if I can get it off. Absolutely love selling these Petra shirts. I've sold a bunch. Bought them not this year at the 127, last year at the 127. Knew they would be really, really long tail. But I knew they would also sell. I got them for 50 cents, and I bought a ton of them. And we're down to, let's see here. See this right here? That's how many we have left to go. So we have sold, I don't know, maybe a dozen or two. So thank you, Terry. That is headed your way, $15 on that one. And she also asked for some Bubble Bucks, so it's on its way to you. Just a couple of sales in here. This one I got in Gastonia as well. On the way home from Prison to Profit last year, Ebert Sportswear Custom Apparel, Columbia, South Carolina, obviously, well, not obviously, but check it out, Gator Bowl 1977, best year ever, unless you're Elvis. All right, that one right there is in decent shape. There's a few minor issues. If there weren't, I can't even find the issues at this point. There's some markings and stuff. But if it was in a little better shape or had a back hit on it, it'd probably go for around $30, but it went for $16 plus shipping. And then sold a VCR. This is not a typical VCR I would pick up, but it is Sony, so what did I drop? I don't know what I dropped. But this right here sold for $51.60 plus shipping, and it comes with a little cassette. I always throw those in. This is bigger than a VCR I would like to pick up. It's heavier. I like to pick up those really light ones, simple, easy to ship. This one's a little bit more expensive to ship. Can't get it under a cubic foot. But you know what? I'm still going to make really good money. I probably paid $3, $4, $5 max for this. I'll make close to $40 profit on this one. I found what dropped. There you go. I put the AV cables with it as well.
Come here, Pepper. Come here. What is that? Turner was showing me that earlier. An old golf. Come here, Pepper. Alright, hi guys, my name is Draken, and we're going to be seeing what sold out of the CWP store today. First we have Lola, and she got a black Trash to Cash tumbler. Then we have Ron, and he got a black Trash to Cash shirt. Courtney got a gray Trash to Cash shirt. And Bradley got the white tumbler. Then we're also going to be doing some Commonwealth comedy. Today's Commonwealth comedy is, I asked my date to meet us at the gym, but she never showed up. I guess the two of us aren't going to work out. I don't blame her. I don't like working out either. And also, just to let y'all know, we do have our final design for the ornament. We're just waiting to see if we can do it. And I'm going to be numbering and signing my name on all of them. I'm pretty sure we're doing just 40 for this year. So you might be able to get the first one or the 40th one. You never know. Alright guys, bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthFigure.com.
Hi Joe, I said I would talk about how I'm going to ship this, but I have changed my mind just simply because of how fragile these things can be in there. I just think I'm going to have to double box this thing, put padding everywhere. This is coming off, and it's going to be a giant box. It's actually going to cost me a little bit more than I charged in shipping, which is okay. That happens from time to time. I'm still going to make plenty of money. I was thinking about using the Sealed Air Instapack, which you can get from Bubble Boy, American Bubble Boy. They're really expensive if you just buy that amount. Way too much money to ship most things unless you're shipping out $200-300 items. But you can buy them in bulk over there, and they're really kind of cool. And it would probably work for this. You basically, it is sealed air, and it basically will conform to the product itself, and it will seal it all. It won't seal it, but it'll push up against all of these and make it where it's almost in a cast. And I thought about doing it for this one, but I don't think it's the right item to do it on. I am going to talk about it on a few items that I do think they're the right items for, but they are rather pricey unless you buy them in bulk. So at any rate, I'm going to double box this thing, and I am going to wrap it in bubble wrap multiple times. Small bubble first, big bubble second, paper on the outside, put it in one box, and then put it in another box with padding around on all sides of the second box as well. So there you go. Hey, thanks again to everybody who has sent us stuff and has said they're sending us stuff for the new cabin. We're completely overwhelmed. We really appreciate it. And of course, thank you to SupplyHut for sponsoring it, making this all possible. We appreciate that as well. And Reagan's ornaments, you know, she's doing the videos on her own now. I think she did that for today. So if she didn't talk about them, I'm going to talk about them. If she did talk about them, maybe I'll edit this out. I don't know. At any rate, there are typically 40 ornaments. I had a lot of people ask about these ornaments from Reagan that have been watching a while, because they have the first one, they have the second one, and they want to make sure they have the third one as well. We usually do 40 of them. They are her own drawings. You know, her and Blue Ridge Mama get together, come up with a design. The first year was the Enderman on an ornament. Said we get things moving on it, of course. And then the next year was Sophie on an ornament, and I don't know if she's announced it this year or not. I better not do it. Maybe she's already done it. I don't know. But this year, and she numbers them, one of 40, 2 of 40, 3 of 40, and then hand signs them, and then we sell them out of her store, and she gets the money for it. And it's really, really cool. So anyway, we are going to do that again. They're just not ready yet. They won't be ready probably for a month or so. So there you go. I've answered that question. And you might, if you're on Instagram, definitely follow us over there on Instagram, because we usually announce it on Instagram the day that we announce it on this show, but we do it sooner in the day. And of course, we'll sell them on CommonwealthPicker.com, and we do a portion like we do for all of our CommonwealthPicker.com sales. If you didn't know that, if you're new to the channel, maybe you didn't, to one of the kids' now 5 charities, which is really, really cool, and we enjoy doing that. And we couldn't do it without you, just like we couldn't do the show without you. Thank you so much for joining us, and I can't wait to see you next.